They say if you're near Shaniwarwada Fort in Pune on a full moon night, you'll hear it. Not wind. Not wolves. Not even some trick of the night. A child scream. Kaka, save me. It cuts through the darkness like a knife. Locals have heard it for centuries, echoing through the broken stone walls and overgrown gardens. Some say it's a myth, a ghost story to scare tourists. But those who have stayed overnight, those who dared, tell the same thing: the boy is real. And he's still calling out for help, hundreds of years later. It all started with a murder. A brutal one. A betrayal that left a child soaked in his own blood, crying out for an uncle who never came. This isn't just a ghost story. It's history. In the year 1732, Shaniwarwada was the pride of the Peshwas, the ruling ministers of the Maratha Empire. A massive fortress with tall stone walls and secret underground passages, it was a place of power, politics, and whispers. And in that chaos lived a boy named Narayanarao. He was only 13 when he became the Peshwa, a ruler far too young for a crown too heavy. His uncle, Raghunathro, had been expecting the title. When he didn't get it, resentment grew in dark corners of the palace. What happened next was no accident. One night, under the cover of a festival, mercenaries entered the palace. They had one goal: remove the boy. But Narayanarao wasn't sleeping. He saw the shadows, the blades. And as he ran through the corridors barefoot, blood already trailing behind him, he cried out, "Kaka! Kaka, save me!" He was calling for his uncle. The same man who had ordered his death. They caught him. Behind a curtain, in a chamber now sealed shut. He was hacked to death, his screams echoing through the fort. And those screams, they say, never stopped. Years passed. The Maratha Empire fell. The fort burned, shattered, and was slowly abandoned. But the boy's voice remained. In the early 1900s, British officers stationed nearby reported hearing a scream they couldn't explain. Later, during the independence movement, protesters who hid in the fort at night said they felt cold hands brush their shoulders and heard crying in the dark. More recently, paranormal investigators tried to stay the night during a full moon. They set up cameras, EMF detectors, and thermal sensors. Around 3 a.m., one of them started running, barefoot, bleeding from the feet, screaming the exact same words. "Kaka, save me!" They found him outside the gates. He didn't remember what happened. But his feet had deep cuts. Just like someone who had run through broken stone, barefoot, in terror. Today, no one is allowed to stay inside Shaniwarwada Fort after sunset. And every full moon, people still gather outside, holding their breath. Listening. The story of Narayanarao isn't just a tale of murder. It's a reminder of how power can twist bloodlines and break children. Locals believe the land is cursed. Not just haunted, cursed. No matter who builds on that soil, no matter how many walls are rebuilt, the screams always return. Tour guides keep their distance after dark. Security guards say they hear footsteps when no one is there. Dogs whimper when brought near the old Peshwa quarters. And that one locked room, sealed since the boy's death, still stands untouched. No one dares open it. Some say the spirit is trapped inside. Others believe the room is the doorway to wherever he was taken in those last moments. But every month, as the moon grows full and the night stretches thin, one thing is certain. The voice of the murdered prince still rises from Shaniwarwada. Begging, crying, "Kaka, save me." But no one ever does.